Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. You'll have to excuse my running nose here. But yeah, I woke up in the morning and allergies and whatnot. This coming springtime, so pardon me, and I'm bringing you an overview of the DS, the 3DS here. Okay, you know what? Let me just start this over, guys. Hello and welcome. I am Protomario, and this is a review of the 3DS. This system was launched the 3/27/2011 in America, and it was released earlier, about 2 weeks earlier in Europe. It is slotted to be released soon in Australia, and yeah, so let's take a look at what this sucker can do. Well, more or less, I have to apologize because I can't really film the screen as well at the same time as I'm doing the overview, because the screen is so tiny. It needs a macro filter rather than the auto adjust filter for the camera, which is annoying, yes, but at least I can film the screen when I go macro. So let's take a look at this thing. Built in right on the front, you'll notice two cameras as well as a tiny sensor over on the right side there. More or less, these cameras are here because this allows you to take 3D pictures. That's pretty cool, right? 3D pictures. Have you ever wanted to climb into a picture and just see what the artist was thinking? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? You know, it would save you a lot of time in art class when you're analyzing those pictures. What was Van Gogh thinking? Yeah, I agree. Don't worry about it, guys. Now you can. With 3D pictures, you can look at the picture and see all around. Okay, so as I'm starting off with the cosmetic features here, you'll also notice that there's a headphone jack in the bottom. The bottom is very simple compared to previous DSs where you had a lot of other notches. You have a little hole here for a strap if you'd like to carry this on your side, but I strongly suggest against that because as the DS has a screen on the top and the bottom, I'm not so concerned about the bottom whacking stuff or hitting stuff. I'm more concerned about the top as well as the two cameras. So if you keep this on your belt loop and it swings around like that, you know, you can you're liable to hit a fence pole when you're running to catch the bus, or ram into a locker or something at school. And it also makes easy pickings for thieves. So you also have your power indicator and your charge indicator. When this is yellow, that means it's plugged in. When this is blue, that means it's on. As well as another loop here in case you just didn't want to hang it from the other side. Not really sure why that's there. I think it's a waste of money and tools. Maybe they could have gave it to us 10 bucks cheaper if they didn't include that stuff. On the back side, you can see I've already got my project registered, as well as my 3DS here. Everything's all nice and good. You see the information here, adapter input. They have to put this information on, and if you have problems, you can call customer support. That's pretty nice. On the back side, we have the charger, just in case you don't want to charge it via putting it on the little rack there. Not really entirely sure how that works, as it is a little bit of a switch, but it works nonetheless. And you know, I'm not all about discerning the science, as I am it just straight working. So if it works, thumbs up, and it does. Here's the card slot. You can see I have Street Fighter 4 and the DS, the 3DS games now have a niche in the side there, so I don't really know why they added that niche. Maybe it was, you know, I'm not even going to speculate. I don't know why. Here's the card, and you can see it's expanded for that little niche slot. As you can see, we have our stylus here. This is really cool because it's compact now. The stylus is even shiny and aluminum, So, keeping with the theme that everything's new and fresh, your stylus is too. Not that I would care about that, but yeah. Over here, I can only assume that this is the infrared port for Street Pass and stuff like that, although I'm not 100% sure, so do not quote me. Over here, you can see the L and R buttons as well, which is pretty awesome, to say the least. The buttons feel very tiny, and they click in very well. They do not feel cheap, and I like that a lot. I'm already dropping my card here. The 3DS not only comes with all these features included, but also on the side here it comes with an SD card. If you have no idea how to pull out this SD card, don't worry, there's a tutorial on how to do it. I don't blame you because no one's 100% computer savvy. If you've never seen one of these before, this is your chance. This is an SD card. It is what the 3DS uses to save pictures and stuff like that, even though there is memory within the flash carts that are provided to where the games insert and stuff like that. They have their own brand of memory as well. This is a 2 GB Toshiba, so they didn't cheap out on you, which is a big thumbs up to me, or from me, because eventually those flash carts will die. It just takes a number of times saving to them. Also on the side here, you'll notice that there's a volume knob. This allows you to hear the game. I know, right? Over on the other side, you'll see here you have another knob. This is the 3D sensor, as well as the wireless knob. If you want your wireless on or off, you can click it on or off to save your battery life. I strongly suggest you keep it off at all times to save your battery life, unless you're playing a game online. That's me personally. Opening up the 3DS will give you sight to an amazingly large screen. Look at that sucker. Wow. As well as it's got a little glossy protective film there. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. There's another camera inside just to take pictures of your own face, so you don't have to act like a cell phone jerk and turn your cell phone around and take pictures of yourself. Not that that would kill me, but hey, you know, nice feature they added. You can see the speakers here are just as nice, as they are both dual stereo, allowing 2.1 simulated stereo sound, as well as your bottom screen, which is the standard DS Lite size. While the top screen remains a widescreen 16:9 aspect ratio, the bottom screen is 4:3. Something to keep in mind when games are released that use both screens as top and bottom. If you have original DS games, the DS games will play in this, and they can be blown up on the top screen, but they are not that attractive. Not that it makes a difference, but you can play them in the normal aspect mode that you would get on a DS or DS Lite on the top, and it won't be a problem. So here you can see we have home, start, and select. Each one of these buttons are clicky buttons, and I don't feel that they are cheap or nasty. It's nice because I absolutely hate touch buttons, because eventually those touch buttons will die. Again, I would rather have a set in stone button, just like the X, Y, A, B axis here. And over here we have a shoulder little thumb pad, much like the PSP and the 360. If they both had sex and had a baby, this would probably be it. Down here, unfortunately, the D-pad has been put in second place because, well, hey, what happened? When I play my games like this, it's going to be really annoying. So guys, that's the overview, and I'm going to go ahead and continue this tutorial filming in macro mode so you can see what I'm talking about. One other note I would like to make once again is this is glossy and I hate glossy. I hate glossy with a passion. I hate it so much that it looks like I've had this thing for 3 years, and I've only had it for 1 day because my natural oils from my hands from touching the game, it really just comes off horribly. So, personal preference. Okay, welcome back, guys. This is the second part of the overview here, and I have the 3D switch enabled, but I'll go ahead and disable it for you guys because, well, can you see 3D? I don't think you can, because we don't have 3D internet yet, if we ever have 3D internet. Here's a nice overview of the system. One feature I really did not like at all was this. The internet browser will be enabled later through an update. Come on, Nintendo. You can't even let me browse the internet on my new system. Shame, shame, shame. So here's where your game will go, and that's kind of cool that you have that little floaty 3D emblem. Nintendo 3DS camera. The Nintendo 3DS sounds. The Mii Maker. The Mii Plaza. The augmented reality games. Now those are really impressive and really cool. Face Raiders. And those are pretty cool too. Health and information. You know you got a product on your hands when you have a health and safety information little widget on your system itself so you can see what this actually does to you. Activity log and DS download and play, as well as system tools and settings. More or less, guys, if you want the 3DS and you're gonna buy it anyways, and you're gonna get the games, and you've got the money right now, by all means, go out and get it. It's pretty cool, it's fun to show off, but the bottom line is, if you're not interested in Super Street Fighter and Rayman 2 and the several other launch titles, which in my personal opinion are pretty crappy. There's not a single Mario one, there's not a single Zelda one, even though they are going to be coming out this June and March. Not March, what am I thinking, this June. It's not worth it, guys. If you don't have the money and you're really saving up for something, but you want this too and you're going to get this later on down the road, then by all means save your cash up and get it later on down the road, because there's no reason to have it right now. I love Super Street Fighter. That's just my personal thing, but I could go without playing a fighting game for a while. And personally, I wouldn't pick this up right now because there's just not much to do with it. However, that does not mean I'm giving the 3DS a failing grade. By no means am I giving the 3DS a failing grade. It is quite amazing. It does what it does. When I play games, if I look at it straight on, just like this, down, up, 3D. Side to side, it kind of loses it, but hey, it works, and it provides depth like you wouldn't believe. So guys, if you agree with my review, please take a second out of your day, give me a like, because I'm not really a thumbs up whore per se, but I definitely appreciate my work. And I do like to know I'm doing good. So I appreciate it, and I definitely like a thumbs up. If you would be interested in giving me one, please subscribe and thumbs up for the win. And enjoy my future reviews. I am Protomario, and I'm signing out, guys. Thanks for watching.